What's good, people? SimFBallCritic here, and as you can see, looking at some 2K5, man, I'm going to be talking about why I think it is still the king of franchise mode in terms of video game football. Now, I know a lot of other people have made this video before. One that comes to mind is Virtual Footballer. He has a great series about 2K5. I definitely recommend checking out his channel. And he does a great job as well explaining the franchise mode. He breaks down each aspect. And I'm not really going to break down each aspect because I believe a lot of us currently know, if you've seen his video, if you've played the game, you know some of the things that definitely made it great. So there's no need to, go back over that. Again, I suggest you checking out his video. But I'm just going to give you a few of my pointers. Some people have always asked what I thought. And, seeing that Madden just released their, CFM news for Madden 15, I figured, hey, it's a good time to jump in and give my opinion. Now, what you're seeing right here is one of the things I think that definitely, is one of the most immersive parts of this game is what you're seeing here, the weekly wrap-up. And they don't just have weekly wrap-ups. They have wrap-ups for the playoffs, and they have wrap-ups for the draft and draft previews and things like that. That is why 2K5, in my opinion, still is the king of franchise mode. It's because of the immersion. It's because of the immersion. And I know a lot of guys would say, hey, the game is, was produced back in 2004. And, of course, we all have said that there's, it's pretty much predetermined or pre-scripted or what have you as far as the outcomes or the replays that they show. But if you go back and think about, they were able to do that then. Where would it be now? You have to ask yourself that because they showed us what they could do. Now, when you compare it to what they do with NBA 2K, in my opinion, I still think this was done a lot better because NBA 2K does a decent job, but the halftime show and things of that nature is nowhere near what NFL 2K had to offer. And like I said, man, it's all about the immersion. These are the things that kept you immersed in the game. The off-field activities. All of the preparation stuff and the draft stuff, like the previews and things of that nature and the storylines. That is the type of stuff that I expect and I need in my current product. Speaking of Madden, a lot of people always ask, well, why do you, still worry about Madden, or why do you try to help Madden? Bottom line, there's no other game out there. There's no other game out there, and I'm a football fan. First of all, it's hard for me to go back and play this game just because of the hardware. Yes, it was a great game, absolutely. But if I have a PS4 sitting in my man cave here, I'm not going to keep pulling out old consoles just to play this game because I know it was a great game. It's in the past. And it's definitely right to compare it to Madden. But at the end of the day, it's about Madden getting their self together and doing it their way. That's what I've always preached. If you think about it, you look at some of the stuff that they're doing in CFM this year, me personally, I think they're pulling directly from NFL 2K. The weekly prep stuff and things of that nature that they have now in Madden looks like, they're taking a page out of the playbook from 2K. That's good. Now, I know a lot of people are going to argue the fact, oh, well, look how long it's taken them. Yeah, I agree with you with that. But my perspective is I understand. I understand that 2K had that consistent, leadership and that direction that they were fighting for. They were always about the fundamentals and the details. We can all agree that somewhere, at some point, Madden 06, going into Gen 3 as we know it, that's where Madden went haywire. Madden got off track. They didn't start getting back on track till around Madden 12 as far as, doing positive things. And now that they have this team in place, these guys are, aiming to bring all of these aspects back as well as fix all of the problems. And that's just going to take some time. Now, no, I'm not giving them no excuse. I'm not giving them a pass, not at all. I'm one of the main people that's on them all the time, even face to face. Look, we need this. Look, we need that. Look, we need this. There's so many things that are still missing from CFM. I mean, numerous things. I've named some of them earlier that 2K5 has. That immersion. We need those storylines, especially like the playing as a player It's nothing, nowhere close to what the My Player is, in NBA 2K. That's what we need for Madden. That is the wave. You look at YouTube, everybody's doing like a My Player or what have you. That's what's popping right now. You need that stuff. That creates immersion for those people who play those type of modes. But if you talk about just career mode, I want to have more off-season activities, like they had in some of the previous Maddens where you build up your guy through combine or 40-yard dash, and like in this game they had the crib. I want all of that stuff. I need more stuff to keep me busy during the off season instead of it just being mundane, just the same repetitive stuff over and over and over. And like I said, Madden 15 will offer some more things, as far as like the confidence and being able to do like weekly prep like you're seeing here on the screen. Not necessarily like they have here, because here, as you can see, you got scouting, you got Monday through Friday, and you can assign the drills to the team or individual player. They do have some of that stuff in Madden 15, and once I get the game and I go through it, I can really give my real opinion about what Madden has to offer in full. But like I said, this stuff was done back in 2004. So imagine where they would have took it. And that's all I'm saying, man. I just think they're still the king because it was so deep. It was so deep and it was so immersive, and it really mattered. And then when you start talking about gameplay, these things mattered on the field. When you could scout a cornerback or a receiver or what have you, and then apply, the specific training that you want to give your player who has to go against this guy in the coming week. It was phenomenal. And whether it was really happening or not, it made us think that it was happening. You understand what I'm saying? Again, the immersion. So this is how I feel, man. I think Madden is coming along. I've said it 100 times and I'll continue to say it. The developers that are in the office right now, I have full confidence in these guys. We discuss so many things that they have on the table that is coming. And we can all see the direction that they're going in. True, it's going slower than we all would like because, the truth is they have to go out there and clean up the stuff that was done previously and discard things from the game and then build things back in the game and then innovate and add new things. I know it's a tough task, and it's not for any of us to really understand because we're not programmers. We're just the consumers and we want the bottom line. So I understand that aspect as well. I'm just glad that I'm fortunate enough to be on the other side to see, okay, I see what's going on and get some of my answers, my questions answered. I like that. And that's what I aim to do to you guys, is give you the information as much as I can. I will go as far as I can without, breaking any NDA or what have you. But I try to give you guys as much as I can. Trust me, everything that we've talked about, whether it be CFM or gameplay, they know. They have it on the table and they plan to make it happen. Now, as far as waiting for it, that's up to you as the individual. I don't encourage anybody to play or buy the game if it's not for you. Wait until it is for you. That would be my advice. But anyway, man, before the video wraps up, again, I just think, as you can see here, things that I'm going through here while the video was playing, you can see so many different aspects of CFM. Well, I keep saying CFM, but let's just say franchise mode, what they had in 2K5 that is still, in my opinion, more immersive than what we currently have in Madden 15. And that's why I think that they're still the king in that area. And again, I'm going to keep doing what I can to get these guys to get it where it needs to be. It's good to see the things that they're adding for this year. Like I said, they're borrowing from the playbook of 2K5, so that's good. But I'm going to keep pushing that gameplay first, of course, but then that full immersion will connected careers or connected franchise or whatever it's called. And that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, so I just wanted to make this quick video, guys, to give you my thoughts. Please leave your thoughts in the comment box, comment section, or what have you. And that's all I got. Let me know what you think. Don't forget, guys, every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, Sim Standard Radio. If you want to give us a call, you can reach us at 338-0794.